Do you hear that? It's a weird noise and it's like really heavy footsteps. We're the only two that are supposed to be down here right now, this time. Can I just lock the door? I'm gonna call security. Hi, this is Researcher Well, Sector 6B. I hear something or someone down here. I don't know what they're doing. It's kind of a shuffling, then a stomping and a thump. It's creepy, and I don't know. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody on the security cameras. I locked the door. We locked the door. It's just creepy. I don't know what it is. There shouldn't be anybody way down here at this time of night. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, they're sending somebody down here. Just keep the door shut. Good evening. This is Late Night Announcements. I'm Researcher Well, filling in for Researcher Evans. The following information is intended for SCP Foundation employees only. Tonight we'll be covering SCP-103, Object Class Euclid. SCP-103, Object Class Euclid. Status: Recontained. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-103 does not require any specific or strict containment procedures. If SCP-103 begins to show any signs of distress or erratic behavior, SCP-103 is to be moved to a 5-meter by 5-meter room while awaiting medical examination. And that has since been crossed out. So see Addendum 103A and 103B. And I will read that right after I read the rest of this. SCP-103 is to be maintained in a medically induced vegetative state to ensure compliance. It is to be kept alive with regular data expunged, certain that the incisions are not allowed to heal, keeping SCP-103's stomach cavity exposed at all times, such as hair. Class 4 Foundation Restricted Medical Kit is to be employed by all personnel interacting with SCP-103. All redacted from SCP-103 are to be incinerated. At no time should any personnel come into unprotected contact with any object or substance removed from SCP-103. Description: SCP-103 appears to be an average human male in his mid-40s. Subject has been measured at 190 centimeters in height and weighing in at 100 kilograms. Subject was born in redacted. The subject has no known living relatives at this time. Subject checked into a small local hospital in mid-April at approximately 9:30 p.m. The subject explained to the doctor on staff that he had not eaten for weeks due to not feeling any effects of hunger. After an initial examination, SCP-103 appeared to be perfectly healthy despite his condition. SCP-103 continued to explain to staff that he didn't feel any need to eat. Upon obtaining and studying SCP-103, it appeared that any solid or liquid coming in contact with the inside of SCP-103's stomach disappeared instantaneously. Despite this condition, SCP-103 appeared to be perfectly healthy. At this point, it is unknown how SCP-103 obtains the nutrients that a human would need to survive or where the provided food ends up after consumption. SCP-103 does not expel any waste. SCP-103 has reported becoming thirsty as a normal human would. Due to this, a standard cooler with 12 bottles of fresh spring water are to be delivered to SCP-103's room at 6:30 a.m. every morning. SCP-103 has shown no signs of hostility towards our staff, occasionally engaging in conversation and board games provided by the staff. Now, all of that has been crossed out. So things have changed. Okay, see Addendum 103-B. Okay, I'm going to start with Addendum 103-A from the first area that was crossed off. Okay, Addendum 103-A. All testing to date has been inconclusive. It is unlikely that further testing will teach us anything new. Research terminated. Subject released, but to remain under observation and report for mandatory medical examination on a monthly basis. SCP-103 has been provided with a means of contacting Foundation personnel in the event of a change in condition. Research logs are to remain on file. Addendum 103-B. On redacted, SCP-103 reported to a Foundation medical facility. SCP-103 was observed at this time to be vomiting copious amounts of blood, in excess of redacted liters. This blood did not match SCP-103's blood type, nor did it, data expunged. A stomach pump procedure was attempted, but failed due to the volume of blood being produced. Within redacted hours, blood flow ceased. Shortly thereafter, Foundation medical personnel initiated an exploratory surgical procedure. Upon opening SCP-103's stomach cavity, Dr. Young noted several protrusions along the outer lining of the stomach, in approximation of a human face. When Dr. Young attempted a biopsy, the protrusions suddenly retreated, implying that they were the imprint of a foreign body inside the stomach. Yeah, I can see right there. I didn't notice that before. It does kind of look like a face. Dr. Young was instructed to continue the exploratory procedure and performed admirably. His reluctance was noted on record and will be submitted as evidence in the hearings of Supervisor Redacted Courts Martial Procedure. When the stomach was opened, data expunged. Fatalities including Dr. Young, Research Assistant Sims, and Research Assistant Reinfeld. Medical Supervisor Redacted negligence is under review. SCP-103 has been reclassified EUCLID and recontained with updated containment protocols. Okay, and when I receive those, I will update this late night announcement. So yeah, that's his stomach, and the cavity is kept open. Never hungry man. Okay, that's definitely interesting. I would say strange, but you know, everything here is strange. There's no point saying that. That was SCP-103. This has been Late Night Announcements. Thank you, Foundation employees. Stay safe and have a good night.